Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 or Pokemon Journeys the Series anime video. In this video I want to talk about the special short segment that was shown at the very end of episode 133. And I mean at the very end. This segment literally played after both the ending theme and the preview for the next episode. This special segment came as a total surprise, and the reason behind its creation and inclusion in this episode is what I want to discuss in this video. So, let's get to it. Now, what is this special segment about? What happens in it? Well, the segment is called Championing the Evils of Truth and Love, Team Rocket Explorers. And it focuses on Team Rocket, who are in the Paldea Region looking for new Pokemon to catch at the behest of Giovanni. They soon find a Sprigatito, who is absolutely adorable. James promptly reads about it in a book he has, since of course, Team Rocket has never seen a Sprigatito before. After learning about the new Pokemon in front of them, Team Rocket decides to catch Sprigatito. However, before they can, Sprigatito releases a nice aroma that makes Team Rocket drowsy. But Meowth stops them from falling asleep by screaming and causing a ruckus. This alerts Sprigatito, who runs away as a result, leaving behind a disappointed Team Rocket, who soon fall asleep. The segment ends with Team Rocket reciting a poem, I guess, about Sprigatito, specifically about what they just experienced. So that's the segment. Now it's time to discuss why this segment is so significant. This segment marks the first time that the Paldea region has been seen and mentioned in the anime. This segment also marks the first appearance of a Generation 9 Pokemon in the anime, and Sprigatito is the first Generation 9 Pokemon to appear in the anime, which is fitting since, like almost every single Grass-type starter, Sprigatito is the first Pokemon in its regional Pokédex. So that's what makes this segment noteworthy. Now it's time to talk about the reason for the existence and inclusion of this segment. There are two reasons that I can think of, and either only one of them is the right one or both of them are right. The first reason is that they are teasing the Scarlet and Violet anime, or Scarlet and Violet the series. The second reason is that they are celebrating the launch of Scarlet and Violet, which released on the week before episode 133, which was also a week where there was no episode, since the anime took a break, meaning that episode 133 is the first episode to air after the release of Scarlet and Violet, and thus I could see them wanting to celebrate the launch of the new generation by including such a short and special segment focused on said new generation. Now the team behind the Pokemon anime has been struggling for a while, which is the reason why we have had so many recap episodes, so many weeks without an episode, and so much filler in the normal episodes we did get. All these things and the adversity that the studio is facing are the reasons why, for the first time ever in the history of the Pokemon anime, a series does not end when its respective generation ends, and a new series does not start when its respective generation begins. If things were normal, then Pokemon Journeys would already be over, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet the series would have already started. And to make matters worse, we have not even heard any news regarding the Scarlet and Violet anime. So we don't know when it will air, what it will be like, or if we are even going to get a Scarlet and Violet anime. It's because of this unique situation that I think that both of the reasons I provided for the creation and inclusion of this special segment are right, and that both of them could be true. If things were normal, then there would be no need to make a special segment to celebrate the launch of Scarlet and Violet, since the Scarlet and Violet anime would take care of this very well and much better than a short segment. Likewise, if things were normal, then there would be no need to tease the Scarlet and Violet anime at this point, because it would be already airing, and the teases like this would have happened months ago. But again, things are not normal, hence why they needed to create a special segment focused on Generation 9 so that they can tease the new series focused on this new generation, or so that they can celebrate the launch of this new generation, or both. Also, because we still don't have a Scarlet and Violet anime, and because we still have not heard any news or information about it, this segment also serves to at least give us the reassurance that there will indeed be a Scarlet and Violet anime sometime in the future. So not only are they teasing the new series, aka making us get hyped about it, but they are also letting us know that yes, it's coming. But yeah, that's the special segment, what it's about, its significance, and the reason for its creation and its inclusion in episode 133 of Pokemon Journeys. Now, before I end the video, I do want to mention that since there are only 2 episodes left of Pokemon Journeys, or at least I think that there are only 2 episodes left, and there are 2 Generation 9 starters left to showcase in a special segment like this, I think that in episode 134 we will get a Fuecoco segment, and in episode 135 we will get a Quaxly segment. This is even more likely when you consider that Sprigatito is, like I said earlier, the first Pokemon in the Generation 9 regional Pokédex. So it makes sense that Sprigatito would be the first to be showcased from the 3 starters, and that they decided to start these segments precisely when they had 3 episodes of Journeys left, which means 1 episode for each starter, and that since the starters are pretty much the face of their respective generation, there are no better candidates to feature in segments like this that are meant to tease and or celebrate a new generation. Also, they could have included all 3 starters in this one segment, but they did not do this, and surely they wouldn't showcase just one of them like this. Therefore, it's clear that they chose to only feature Sprigatito in this segment because they intend to feature Fuecoco and Quaxly in their own segments. But that's everything I have for you in this video. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this segment was a total surprise. And I was very happy and excited when I saw it. And I knew that I just had to make a video talking about it. I really, seriously hope that we do get a Scarlet and Violet anime, which I think is pretty much guaranteed to happen, since I just don't see them stopping the Pokemon anime. If we do get one, then I absolutely cannot wait to get some actual details about it. And of course, I absolutely cannot wait to watch it and review it. But that's the video. As always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.